Morning, Brad.
Hey, how are you?
Doing good, doing good, doing good. How's your morning?
Fantastic.
Oh, you don't sound fantastic, Brad.
I don't sound fantastic?
I mean, you said, how you doing? And you go, fantastic.
Fantastic. I am.
Are you preoccupied?
I'm very mellow right now. You don't have to always be hyped up to be fantastic.
Okay, you got a point.
You can be also very mellow and be fantastic as well.
True. That's true.
How's that?
I was mellow last night watching Miami Heat get their butt kicked. So I was.
I didn't even see the score. What was the end of the score?
Too much to talk about. They
It's gone way too into immigration basketball, right? I'm gonna go as you're introducing me. I'm gonna look it up on ESPN because I did watch part of the game, but then I fell asleep.
But it was a good game. It was a good game, and I really like to see that. It seems as if the baton has been passed on. This young man that is 23 years old is really doing
Kevin
wonders.
Durant.
Yeah, he's really doing wonders. So I'm really happy for them. Miami Heat fans are upset, but I'm not. So let's talk immigration.
Okay. Well, I mean, this is not sports talk radio, is it?
Exactly.
Right.
They've already taken over KISS with Sports Talk Radio.
Oh, forget it. That's the worst.
So now...
That's the worst. There's not enough Sports Talk Radio. They have another one now.
Right. I don't want to give him any hints over here, Brad. No hints.
Yeah, all of a sudden Bobby Clark will be talking about cricket for 4 hours on the radio.
718-749-5005. That's the number to call. And we'll take your questions live on the radio. We're speaking to Brad Bernstein from the law offices of Spar and Bernstein. And their number is 1-800-526-7977. And the phone lines are buzzing already, Brad. So let's jump to it.
Okay.
Good morning. You're live with the attorney, Brad Bernstein.
Good morning.
You're live. Go ahead. Good morning.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. I have a quick question. My husband and I are in the process of filing for my 10-year green card.
Mm-hmm.
I have a joint account, but the account was reached at a point, so it was closed, and we opened a new one. And now my lawyer is saying there's not enough activities on the account. But I'm explaining to her we had to close that previous one, and so I got a bank statement showing that we had this amount of money, but she's telling me that's not sufficient. So I'm kind of confused.
What the lawyer's trying to tell you, and listen, I don't have the documents in front of me, and there's no one document that, is the end-all, be-all. It's like a soup. So if your bank account doesn't have a lot of activity, but you have a lot of other documents that shows joint economic activity, then that would be fine. I don't, there's no one document that says if you don't have this, forget it. You're going to be denied or given a Stokes interview. But what the lawyer is trying to tell you is it's not so much how much money you have in the bank, it's how much activity is on that bank statement. So in other words, if you open up a joint bank account and you put $1,000 in the account and nobody touches that account for months and months and months, and I'm not saying that's what happened, but I'm just telling you, I'm giving you a hypothetical, and nobody touches that account for months and months and months, it could lead an immigration officer to believe that you just agreed to open up a joint account with somebody just to show you had a joint account, but you're really not having a joint economic relationship, versus somebody who puts $1,000 in every week, 4 checks are written. The next week, 2 different paychecks are put back into that account. Then more checks are written. Then 2 more paychecks go into the account. Because then that shows that you're having a joint economic relationship. I think that's what the lawyer's trying to get at. Obviously, without looking at all your documents in their totality, it's hard for me to tell you whether or not you would have a problem or not. But just because you don't have a lot of activity in your bank account doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be turned down. It doesn't necessarily mean it's not a real marriage.
But you see, I'm confused because she's talking about this year, and I sent her from 2010. There has been activity in there,
right?
So I don't even know what that means. Because if I send it from 2010,
well, you have to show continuous activity from the time you were married up until the time of the interview.
Right.
That's what she wants to see. Now, maybe you have other documents to prove it's a real marriage, and it's nothing to worry about. But what I would suggest you do at a bare minimum is if you want, you can make an appointment to come see me, bring me everything, and I can give you a second opinion.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
All right, thank you so much.
And the number is 1-800-526-7977, 1-800-526-7977. Someone's standing by right now to take that phone call. But the phone lines are wide open right now, and you can get your questions answered live on the radio. And that number is 718-749-5005, 718-749-5005. Good morning. You're live with the attorney, Brad Bernstein. And what's your question? Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Brad.
Yes, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad. You?
Good. What can I do to help you?
Yeah, quick question. If you want to file for your brother, but you guys got same mother but different father, and you're a citizen, how long it will take?
About 8 to 10 years.
It don't make no difference if the mother deceased.
Nope.
All right.
No, if you share the same mother, you're brothers and sisters under the law.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Good morning. You're live with the attorney, Brad Bernstein, and what's your question?
Hi, good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine, Brad. My question is to you is, I'm in the process of getting a divorce, right? Mm-hmm. And I would like to file. Well, I'm going to get married, like maybe say by ending of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to come to you guys to do some paperwork. What I need to put in place for like right now?
You need to put what in right now?
What I need to be put in place for right now?
I misunderstood you. You want what put in place?
Oh, I'm getting married.
Right.
Next.
So you're going through a divorce right now. What do you want put in place?
Yeah, I want to know I'm getting back married. So what I need to put in place?
Oh, you need to know what you need to put in place?
Yeah, because I'm using you guys.
All right, well, thank you very much. You know, what you should do is make an appointment to come down and see us. We will advise you exactly what you need to do to get your applications filed, what you're going to need to start saving so you can prove that you and your spouse legitimately live together. When you come down, we'll go through all of that with you. That's not a problem.
Okay, the next question is, if he has a visa and he travels back and forth, does the visa going to be taken away during the process of my filing for him?
Yeah, because he can't re-enter the United States as a visitor when he's showing the intention of getting a green card. But when he files his adjustment application, we can get him what's called advance parole, which allows him to travel while the case is pending. It would just be a separate document that he's going to travel on, not his visa anymore.
Okay.
All right? But make an appointment to come down and see me. Let me give you the telephone number.
I'm coming Monday. I'm coming down there Monday.
Okay, fine. You're cool. Okay, we'll see you Monday then.
Okay, thanks.
Right, thank you.
And once again,
DJ Roy, I just want to remind everybody out there, my telephone number, if you do want to make an appointment to come see me, we have people standing by right now. The telephone number is 1-800-JAM-7977. It's a special telephone number just for Irie Jam listeners, 1-800-526-7977, 1-800-526-7977. If you call that number now, you will speak to somebody who can schedule an appointment for you to come down and see me. At some point in time, if you are listening to this show, and I say this all the time, DJ Roy, you or someone you know is going to need a good lawyer, whether it's immigration, which we're answering right now, or personal injury, medical malpractice. We have the largest verdict in New York State for 2011 for a no-fault automobile accident at $2.55 million. For a matrimonial case, to do a divorce, child support, tax debt relief. You're going to need a good lawyer. And if you've been listening to me, and if you take the advice of DJ Roy and Dubmaster, most likely you would want to hire me or at least come down and see me and see what we can do to help you with your problems or your friends' problems.
Exactly.
Not to say you don't have a problem right now, but you're going to have there's three things I always say people need. They need a good lawyer, a good doctor, and a good DJ, because you always have to have a good time, you always have to have your health, and you always have to make sure your rights are protected. Those are the three most important things. Obviously, love in your life as well. Okay? But take my number down. Call it right now. Even if you don't have that problem, save it in your phone. And then when you do have that problem, you don't have to worry about what's my name, what's my telephone number, how do you reach me. It's 1-800-526-7977, 1-800-JAM-7977. My staff knows that if you call and hang up, we know you're just saving the number for a future date. Obviously, if you have a problem, stay on the line, and we will schedule you for you to come down and see me. 1-800-JAM-7977, 1-800-526-7977.
That's right. And the special Irie Jam number, 1-800-526-7977. Someone standing by right now to take that phone call. Let's take this one. Good morning. You're live with the attorney, Brad Bernstein.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well, Brad. How are you?
Good. What can I do to help you?
Two questions. I've been hearing you talking about the Obama thing that was passed, the waiver. I know a young lady who came up without inspection.
Right.
And she's now married to a U.S. citizen. The waiver has to be filed before they file the I-130 package?
No, the I-130, the way it's going to work is you have to have an approved I-130 before you file the waiver.
Oh, you have to have an approved I-130?
Correct.
All right, so they have to file
Right,
yeah.
So the first thing that should happen is an I-130 should be filed.
Okay.
Once the I-130 is filed, you can start preparing the waiver, but you can't file it yet because they haven't come out with the final rule on where to file it. It's expected to come out in the next 30, 60, 90 days.
Is that going to be a new waiver form, or is it the same one?
It's the same exact waiver that you're filing down at the embassy. It's the same form, the same documents, the same evidence, except instead of filing it down at the embassy, you're filing it here.
Yeah, I understand all of that. I want to know if it's going to be the same. I think the waiver form is I-129.
It will be the same form.
The same one. Okay. The other quick question is, young lady's here. Her mother is a permanent resident. The young lady is, she has an approval already. She's now 16. And we're checking the bulletin, and it looks like she has maybe another 2-3 years to wait. Would she be able to adjust her status here?
If the mother, how did she come to the United States?
She came in on a visa.
Okay, well, the mother's going to need to become a citizen. The mother filed for her, you said?
The mother filed for already, and the petition is already approved.
Right, the mother would need to become a citizen for her to adjust her status here.
So once the mother is a citizen and she's still under 21.
Correct, she would be able to adjust.
She can adjust her status.
Right.
All right, thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
And once again, the number to call to set up an appointment, 1-800-526-7977, 1-800-JAM-7977. Someone standing by right now to take that phone call, 1-800-526-7977. See if I can squeeze in this final call, Brad. Good morning. You're live with the attorney, Brad Bernstein. Good morning. Are you there?
That's me?
Yeah, that's you.
Okay. Good morning, Brad.
Hey, how are you?
Good, I'm good. My problem is I have retained you like 10 years ago.
Right.
And I came to you because back in 99, I was coming and I was stopped and returned. So I came back and, I needed to adjust my status. I came and see you, but you said I have to go home because of the waiver.
Right.
But these days I've been hearing you that, we can do the waiver over here. Because I didn't come back to you to check on everything because I didn't want to go home and do the waiver.
Right.
So can we do it now here?
Well, I don't know enough about your case off the top of my head. Obviously, I'm not sure who I'm talking to.
Okay.
I met you 10 years ago. What I would suggest you do is make an appointment to come back and see me. It's worthwhile to come in to review your case again and see where you're at and what can happen.
Yeah, but I have called the office. Nancy was reviewing my case, and was handling my case.
Right.
And I have called it. They told me they were going to get back to me. They haven't still got back to me.
Just make an appointment. You come see me personally.
Okay, all right, I'll do that.
All right.
All right, thank you.
And again, the number is 1-800-526-7977. That's 1-800-526-7977. It's a special Irie Jam number that Brad has designed for you, the listeners that are listening right now, those listening on the internet also. It's 1-800-526-7977. And as always,
prior results do not guarantee similar outcome in future cases. To set up an appointment for a personal consultation with Brad Bernstein, call 1-800-526-7977. That's 1-800-526-7977.
That's right. Call today. Someone standing by. Set up an appointment to speak to the attorney and have a peaceful sleep at night. So at least you know where you stand. You know if something can be done and how soon it can be done. 1-800-526-7977. Thanks a lot, Brad. And we'll talk a little later on this afternoon.
Absolutely. Have a good day.
All right. Brad Bernstein from the law offices of Spar and Bernstein. The number again is 1-800-526-7977. It's time for the news and the